Cover your ears, darling.
Would ye?
3, 2, 1, and we're back!
No. Are you really going to try and start every episode by going, we're back?
Why not?
It's only been a week.
It's been continuity, innit?
It's been a week. Hey, have you remembered to get your ID sorted out for the big erection? I still can't believe you've now got to show somebody something to vote. This feels like an absolute load of bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, you just sort of walked in, you said your name, you said where you're from, and then they give you a bit of paper and go, I ain't gonna do your thing.
You would always get that really stern lady with the world's longest ruler who
and she's taking her time.
What
and
house number you should lick her finger and turn the paper over.
And then she'll just look at you as if you're a piece of shit, give you a bit of paper.
Do you know how this
and
works?
Then say, do you know how to do it? I say, it's no exactly rocket science, and then I fuck up my paper and I get a wasted ballot. That's what happens to me every year when they say, put an X in the box, I write my ex's name. I don't see why Keir Starmer would want to know about a girl that I used to go out with.
I don't think he really cares. He's too busy trying to work out what he's getting out of this. Let's be honest. It feels like anyone who's ever going to get the keys to Downing Street is just going, right, I'm going to have that bit of crockery, and, on my last day I'm going to write my name in the bog. They're looking at it for themselves, so let's be brutally honest.
Let's be brutally honest here. They're looking about the place and they're literally going to be like Hugh Grant when they go in there and just start dancing about. Oh yes, I'm Hugh Grant.
Wasn't that Jump for My Love by the Pointer Sisters?
I couldn't even tell you.
Pretty sure it was.
I've only seen Love Actually like once, maybe twice, so I couldn't tell you what the song was.
Was it under duress? Was that like a final watch it?
Pretty much, yeah. And it was only like a couple of years ago I first watched it,
Snap!
Yeah. It was always, Christmas, Die Hard. Christmas, Alien. Where the hell? Christmas, Love Actually. And what happens in Love Actually? It's just a case of, Alan Rickman's cheating on his wife. The end. That's it.
No, I beg to differ. Right. Bill Nighy's releasing a really shit Christmas song.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whilst Alan Rickman's cheating on his wife. And
do you reckon Alan Rickman did that hot chick listening to Bill Nighy?
Oh, I don't doubt it for a second.
Christmas is all around me. And then it's like, just keep going. I'm Alan Rickman.
I love the bit when they've got Rabsy Nesbitt, Gregor Fisher, and Bill Nighy doing a tour of the radio stations. And it's like, so Bill, you're dead excited for the song. No, it's a load of old bollocks.
Probably right. He's brutally honest, is he?
I'd vote for Bill Nighy. You know who else I'd vote for?
I'll tell you who I would vote for. If we had the Chuck Party in the UK politics and it was Chuck Norris, I'd vote for Chuck Norris.
I don't think you would.
No. Chuck Norris would vote for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how an election would go with Chuck Norris.
The best meme I've seen of Chuck Norris this year, and believe me, there are loads of them.
All right.
It was one about, here's 4-year-old Chuck Norris with his beard, dropping his parents off at work before he drives himself to school.
Did you know Chuck Norris built the house he was born in?
I did not know that.
He did. Hi.
Did he perform his parents' what do you call it? Childbirth?
I don't know, but Chuck Norris did lose his virginity before his dad. And I love it, all these facts. He's just amazing.
I rue the day when Chuck Norris is no longer on this planet.
No. If Chuck Norris wasn't on this planet, the world wouldn't go around. Because when we go for a walk, we go where we want to go. When Chuck Norris walks, the world revolves under his feet like a treadmill.
So how does that work when Chuck Norris sleeps? Or does sleep take over for Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris never sleeps. He waits.
Chuck Norris isn't sleeping. He's just resting his eyes.
Did you know Chuck Norris doesn't go hunting? Hunting implies a possibility of failure. Chuck Norris goes killing.
Killing spree.
Would you?
Oh, me. Right, shall we do it? I really hope this one has something to do with Chuck Norris.
If you read that and it says, did you know Chuck Norris can speak Russian in French?
What do you know? No, it doesn't say that.
That's a shame. What does it say?
I think this is something Chuck Norris would do. We should start asking that. What would Chuck do?
Why don't we get him in the show?
Yeah? I mean, maybe we don't get Chuck in the show. Chuck is the show.
Oh, we could just rename the show Chuck. That's it.
And then who was it that used to say, like, hello, Chucky?
Was that the Rugrats or something?
Yeah. Well, Chucky was the character. Chucky was the guy who wandered around with the same T-shirt.
Yeah, the little Saturn thing.
Yeah. There was a thing, before I read the widget, there was another thing I saw on social media. So his dad, Stu, the guy that was perennially depressed.
Oh, yeah. No, that was Tommy's dad, wasn't it, Stu?
So who's Chucky? Oh, Chucky's the ginger kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, so Chucky's the one that had the globe in the t-shirt. Yeah. Stu was
Tommy's dad.
Tommy's dad, yeah. Stu was manically depressed. Now, I just realised I'm at least 5 years older than Stu. I used to think, God, that guy looks old. I'm older than him and then some.
He's a cartoon. How do you know how old he is?
Well, it's like The Simpsons. Bart's 10 forever.
Yeah, but you always knew that Homer's 38. Oh my God, I'm the same age as Homer Simpson.
More impressive beard.
He had a better hairline than me, though.
What, the M?
Yeah, the M. And the two C's.
Right, okay, here we go. Would you?
Would you?
Sadly, nothing to do with Chuck Norris. Would you glue yourself to a shop window for £30 and 6 pence?
What shop?
I think for maximum impact, it has to be like a double glazing shop.
Or could it be like a glue shop? Could it be like Paper Chase or something like that and go and try the glue? Well, I suppose that's a way. Go to Paper Chase, and if you want to get glue, you just basically test the glue. And how do you test it? You glue yourself to the front window, and if they say, "Oh, did you manage to get off?" It was, I can't, so this is good glue, this is good glue.
Can you imagine? I never thought I'd hear you say this is good glue.
This is good glue.
Can you imagine if you only stuck for like a couple of minutes? The disappointment. You'd be putting a business out of business.
Would I, though? Because I'll be advertising the glue, and then I'll be looking at my hands all sticky saying, "Man, this reminds me of my teenage years." Flapping out my Pritt stick and getting all gluey, you know.
Right, okay. It doesn't say what shop it has to be. It could be somewhere like Paper. I don't actually. Paper Chase went bust, did they not?
Well, whatever. Hobbycraft, is that one? Is that still on the go? Yeah, fine.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, here's a deal. What if I went to Hobbycraft, tested myself on all the glues on the Hobbycraft shop? I find one that is really, really strong. I buy a fuck ton of it and glue myself to Ann Summers. And they have to use a G-string from the shop, like a cheese wire, to cut my fingers off the wall, off the window even.
Well, that's an image I didn't expect to see tonight.
And if they say, "What are you doing?" I'll say, I'm actually Spider-Man.
The world's most disappointing superhero.
Go climb. I can't. I'm stuck. I'm glued. I've got my sticky hands at Ann Summers. What else is new? It's the same as me. 13 years old, Ann Summers opened, and I had sticky hands because I got the catalogue. There we go.
Right, okay, so you're proposing to glue yourself to the shop window at Ann Summers, presumably face first.
Of course.
£30 and 6 pence. By the way, all this research that you're talking about doing, that's extracurricular. You get nothing except gratitude and respect for testing out all the glues.
So that's not on top of the 30 quid. This is coming out of my own pocket, this.
The research and development bit,
I'm a bit wary of doing it then. It doesn't seem like a worthwhile investment. I mean, what if I spend 100 quid in glue and they'll get 30 quid back? That's not a good investment.
Here's an idea.
Does it pay dividends?
I don't know, but I almost have an idea. You're on about gluing yourself to a shop window.
Right.
Pick any high street in Scotland and just start shouting, "Oh man, this glue's amazing." You'd be surprised how many people are going to be up making friends with you. Asking where to obtain this glue from.
Do you reckon it would be like Trainspotting 3? Robert Carlyle and Ewan McGregor glue themselves to shop windows.
Robert Carlyle threatens to chin every bugger in town.
I'll fucking kill you. Okay, go chin me. I'm glued to the House of Frasers. You fucking wanker.
Meanwhile, Ewan McGregor's swimming down the chunty again.
No, he's glued into the chunty.
Oh man, that'd be brutal. I really hope the glue fails.
Do you want to know? I'm going to answer the question. No, I wouldn't do it, but I hope they make that film.
Would ye?
Hey, you see when you start speaking into a glass of water? You'll sound like Bane from The Dark Knight.
Fun fact, how to sound like someone famous.
Talking to a glass of water.
Hello there. Would you like to buy some big issue copies?
No, thank you.
And what's that supposed to sound like, the Riddler?
No.
No.
Tell me what it sounds like.
I don't actually. A creep? The guy that looks in my window every night?
Oh shit, I've been rumbled. Right.
Oh, no. Is that you that's gluing yourself to my living room window? Ah, yes,
it's
I knew it.
It's a very disappointing sight, believe me.
Oh, but I just see this shadow every night, just in the windows. He glues himself to my window every night, but when I wake up in the morning, he's gone.
The glue's no good.
Maybe you better find some new glue.
Right, let's find ourselves another would you.
Well, okay, this one's actually, I know exactly what you're going to do here. Would you have your house demolished for £3.5 million? But the catch is, you must live in the rubble for at least 6 months. For 3 million quid, put it this way. Get yourself a pretty shit hot house for 3 million quid.
You would do. Now, this rubble you speak of,
right?
Does it have Wi-Fi?
It might have your Wi-Fi router in the rubble somewhere.
Is it working?
Can't tell you. Your house is demolished, innit?
Do I have enough notice to move things out before the wrecking ball comes in?
I'll give you an hour. I'm going to be outside your house in an hour with a wrecking ball.
You're doing the demolition?
Why not? Why not? I'm not paying you 3.5 million because I've not got 3.5 million. Be nice if I did. But if I did,
the shits and giggles.
If I did have 3.5 million, I would offer it to you to knock down your house.
Now, presumably, you would be informing some of my neighbours about this.
No. I'm going to, like, you live in a block 4.
Yeah.
And it's the top right. So your block of flats is basically just going to have like this 90-degree wedge out at the top.
All right, okay.
So your neighbour downstairs is just going to have nothing on the top.
Okay.
You're just going to live in a pile of rubble upstairs.
Okay.
Would you?
So I might or might not have Wi-Fi depending on how badly the phone line's butchered.
I'm going to batter that house till it's Chucky's.
Are you like the narrator from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Is this for like a drive-through for KFC or something?
No. I'm like Shooter McGavin when he says, "I'll burn the house down and piss on the ashes." From
Who's
Happy
Shooter
Gilmore.
McGavin? Oh, yeah.
The baddie in Happy Gilmore.
Was that not Bill Murray?
No, that was Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, yeah.
I don't know who Shooter McGavin was, but he was the guy that bought Happy Gilmore's house.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shooter McGavin. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but it's going to annoy me otherwise.
There was a t-shirt I saw actually with a picture of Shooter McGavin eating cereal, and the cereal is pieces of shit, and it says, "I eat pieces of shit for breakfast."
Apparently, he's played by a guy called Christopher McDonald.
Okay, I've never heard of him.
Talk about typecast.
Wait, has he been in anything else, like ever?
He's been in Happy Gilmore.
Apart from Happy Gilmore.
He's been in Happy Gilmore.
So I'm going to say that's no then, is it?
As far as I can tell, I mean, he's got one of those familiar faces.
He probably turns up in just about every Adam Sandler film in the 90s. I don't know.
I would quite imagine he did. How did we get into Shooter McGavin again?
Because I'm burning the house down and pissing in the ashes.
That's right, okay. £3.5 million.
£3.5 million.
Oh, that's tempting. That's really
Live in
tempting.
the rubble for 6 months. I'm sure you could tough it out for 6 months for £3.5 million.
Are we going to do this in summertime?
Put it this way, if I did it now, it's summertime now, but in 6 months' time, towards the end, it'll be winter. So would you rather I did it in the winter and then it slowly gets warmer into the summer, or do you want to build up to the cold winter nights?
I mean, if you started in March, you'd be finished by about September. That would work. I could fit that 6 months in there.
Not an option because
it wasn't stipulated.
Well, imagine it's just going to happen in an hour's time. I've got 3.5 million quid. There it is on the table. And I'm going to say, there you go. You've got an hour to get your shit out of your house. I'm going to knock it down.
Do I have to live in the rubble with a cat? Because that's going to be disastrous.
Well, to be honest, I'm not a monster. I'll move the cat for you.
Right, okay. You'd move the cat. My neighbour's flats would be intact.
Just a thought. If you live with your cat, is he going to think it's a giant litter tray because I've reduced it down to rubble? Like little Chuckies, is he going to leave little shadow bombs all over the place?
To be honest, there's only one kind of cat litter he'll take a dump in. Other than that, he's incredibly fussy. I'm probably all right on that account. I'm more just worried if you reduce it to rubble, he will rehome himself. He'll be like, well, I'm not getting fed here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, if...
£3.5 million quid, yeah, I'm sure you'd understand.
I could be tempted. I could probably also buy another cat.
So, would you?
Why not?
Thanks for listening.
Would you do us a favour and check back again next week?
And don't forget to find and like us on the socials.
Would you?